What happens when a little Dino goes to the most magical place on Earth? Dino had been dreaming about this day for weeks, ever since he saw the Disney castle glimmering under a bright blue sky on a picture book. He couldn't stop thinking about how amazing it would be to visit. So today, with his mom and dad by his side, Dino got ready for an extra special day out. He put on his favorite t-shirt, grabbed his dino-sized backpack, and waited eagerly for the moment they'd be heading to Disneyland. After a yummy breakfast of fruit, cereal, and bacon, Dino's family piled into the car and began the exciting journey to the most magical place on Earth. As they drove along, Dino kept asking, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" But it was all worth it when he saw the sign for Disneyland. His heart raced with excitement. Dino just couldn't wait to see everything this magical place had to offer. Once they arrived and parked the car, Dino wanted to run straight to the entrance. But his dad stopped him and said, "Whoa, buddy, we need to get our bearings first." Dino's mom pulled out a map and said, "Let's start over here in Adventureland." Dino gasped as they entered the park because everywhere he looked there were smiling faces, music and delicious smells wafting through the air. The jungle seemed alive with exotic sounds and the castle glistened in the sunlight. As they walked through the park, Dino spotted a bunch of colorful balloons floating above the crowds. He tugged on his mom's hand and asked, "Can I get one? Please, please, please." Dino's mom smiled and said, "Of course." And soon Dino had a purple balloon with a Mickey Mouse face tied to his wrist. He felt like the happiest Dino in the whole wide world. They started their adventure by sailing through Adventureland's Jungle Cruise, where dinosaurs roamed among the lush foliage. Dino roared playfully at the crocodiles lounging on the riverbanks and pretended to be a fierce T-Rex charging through the underbrush. He loved spotting all the funny signs along the way that made him giggle. After leaving Adventureland, Dino and his family stepped into a world of imagination and fun in Frontierland. Here, Dino learned about the legendary Wild West and even tried his luck panning for gold. Although he didn't find any riches, he had a rooting toot and good time. Then it was off to see the majestic Mark Twain riverboat cruise, chugging along the waterways surrounded by the enchanting scenery. Dino waved to the ducks paddling alongside them and imagined what life was like during the days of Mark Twain. As the sun climbed higher in the sky, Dino's tummy rumbled, reminding them it was lunchtime. They stopped at a restaurant for a break, and Dino ordered a veggie burger with a side of fries. With his hunger satisfied, Dino was ready to continue his exploration of Disneyland. Next up was a trip to Critter Country, where Dino bounced with excitement upon seeing Splash Mountain looming in the distance. As they approached the attraction, the lively tune of Zip-a-Dee-Do-Dah filled the air, making him tap his feet. Eager to experience the thrills of Splash Mountain firsthand, Dino joined the queue, anticipation building with each passing moment. When it was finally his turn, he climbed aboard a log flume and held on tight as the ride began. The twists, turns, and dips left him giggling with delight before plunging down the mountain in a refreshing splashdown. Relieved to escape the sweltering heat, Dino emerged from the water with a big smile. After taking a spin on the Country Bear Jamboree, they headed towards the enchanting land of Fantasyland. Dino's eyes widened in amazement as they entered the area, greeted by the whimsical sight of Sleeping Beauty Castle standing proudly before them. As they approached the iconic structure, Dino couldn't resist the urge to twirl around, pretending to be a knight on a noble steed. Once inside, he marveled at the detailed artwork adorning the walls, immersing himself in the magical atmosphere. Then, it was time to take a ride on the Disneyland Railroad, which allowed Dino to admire the castle from different angles. Sitting cozy in one of the train cars, he sipped on some lemonade while enjoying the scenic views. After leaving the train, Dino could unhelp but feel a sense of wonder and awe as he continued his exploration of Fantasyland. Everywhere he looked, there were enchanting sights and sounds that made him feel like he had truly entered a fairy tale world. As the day wore on, Dino's energy levels started to dip and his little legs began to ache from all the walking. But he knew he couldn't give up now. There was still so much more to see and do. With renewed determination, he pushed on, eager to make the most of his magical day at Disneyland. Next, he and his family went to Tomorrowland, a futuristic world filled with exciting attractions. Dino couldn't resist the call of adventure and boarded Space Mountain, shooting off into the darkness for a thrilling ride through galaxies far, far away. The twists and turns of the roller coaster left him laughing and screaming with delight as he zoomed past stars and planets. Then he cooled down with an ice cream sandwich, savoring the sweet treat as he watched the other guests whiz by on Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. With a full day of adventures under his belt, Dino decided to take a break and rest his weary legs. As they strolled through the park, they stopped for a snack and Dino got his hands on a giant Mickey-shaped pretzel. It was soft, salty, and perfectly golden, just the way he liked it. Sharing the treat with his mom and dad, Dino felt grateful for the special moments they were creating together. As they continued their walk, they stumbled upon a group of kids their son's age, and Dino could unhelp but strike up a conversation. Soon, they were playing a fun game of tag, chasing each other around and laughing hysterically. One of the kids, a friendly triceratops named Terry, offered Dino some cotton candy. Dino happily accepted the gesture, and they shared the sugary goodness while chatting about their favorite rides. The two dinos quickly became fast friends and promised to stay in touch. As the day drew to a close, Dino reluctantly said goodbye to his new friend. Terry and his mom and dad suggested it was time to head to the castle for the final attraction of their day. Walking hand in hand, they approached the iconic structure and stood mesmerized by its beauty as the sun began to set. The sky turned a deep blue, providing the perfect backdrop for the sparkling fireworks display. The crisp night air crackled with excitement as the first fireworks lit up the sky, painting a brilliant tapestry of colors. Dino watched in awe as the castle came to life with vibrant hues of red, gold, and blue. The combination of dazzling pyrotechnics and the enchanting music created an atmosphere of pure magic. Dino snuggled close to his parents, feeling a sense of warmth and contentment wash over him. In that moment, he knew that this had been the most magical day ever. As the fireworks show came to an end, Dino whispered to his parents, "Will we come back again soon?" Dino's mom and dad exchanged a loving glance, knowing that this day had been just as special for them as it had been for their son. "Of course we will, buddy," his dad replied, squeezing Dino's shoulder. "Disneyland will always be here for you." And with that, they made their way through the crowds, hand in hand, carrying with them the magical memories of a day well spent. The end. If you enjoyed Dino's adventure, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up for more fun stories. Also, do you and T forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you and T miss out on any of our future videos. We've got lots of exciting adventures planned for Dino and his friends, so join us and let the magic begin.